तो पावर बैंक है किसी के पास? देखो, तुम्हें फोन लेके आता, पावर बैंक भी लेके नहीं आता। बेटा मैं पावर बैंक, कोई को देखो होगा अपने पास पावर बैंक। So, if you see the first law of physics, Newton's first law of motion was that anything which is stationary will remain stationary, anything which is on motion will motion. Now let us go to the electron and the proton. As per the law of physics, if Newton was correct, who gave that initial thrust to the electron to move around the proton? If you go to Sanskrit, this word comes, Santakaram Bhujangasenam. It says about the lobe of the brain. Padmanabham Suresham, Vishwadharam Gaganasadrasam, Mega Varnam Subhangam. Even in this smallest meg, a boy. When you speak all these words, what happens? Sabdabam Mahinad Brahma hai. That means what? Whatever you speak has an impact on your brain. Whatever you think has an impact on your brain. You create Parkinson. Who is the creator of Parkinson? You yourself. Who is the creator of all this osteoarthritis? You yourself. So not you.
By your negative emotion.
So no. Whenever you think, action potential and memory potentials as per your emotions are released and an action is taken and a biodisposable is left in the brain. That is called neuroproteins. These neuroproteins has to be cleared by what? G lymphatic system. Now if you see the power of the brain, can anyone connect mobile with the TV? Do you know? Yes. Then you will understand within 15 minutes. First you must understand the power of the brain. Before you estimate anything, you must have some evidence what brain can do. Right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Then it will be easy for you to understand how brain can recover kidney also, how brain can recover eyes, how brain can do what?
Any organ.
It's just a small matter. It is just like spasticity. Insert the needle and after a few minutes you will see what? So how brain functions, we know very little of it. But we have seen the results and outcomes. We have seen in functional MRI.
Just Caroline photographer say Atma.
When I am speaking, let me speak. Change your old habit. The power of the brain is senescence. Recovering disease by just subcutaneous needling. This is what was asked by a neurosurgeon. Subcutaneous needling recovers a patient. That is what I Picharian says. Sastri is another person who should win Nobel Prize. I don't know why he rejected the proposal of this international university. I said, so my Nobel Prize is my research and I am happy with that. It's just a part of ego which will satisfy me and recognize me. I don't want any recognition from anyone. I am self-recognized. Rest is ego. For what purpose I came to life? For ego or for self-realization? Yes, self-realization. Each step when I see the muscles, when I stimulate the brain and I No. You see, first of all, you see the dedication of my mentors, how my professors taught me, and how great those people were, K.V. Mathai and all. At the age of 84, 85, he established GNRC, and he said, why people from Assam need to go to Vellore for surgery? Why not surgery can be done in a small district called Dibrugarh and other places? And same thing I.P. Cherian did, established neurosurgery in entire Nepal. Others people had to come to India. How did he think about cystinostomy? That was the biggest question I had in my mind. You know, I questioned him 1,000 times. He said, it's a flow of thought. I said, sir, I did not understand. Where did the initial jerk came from? Suddenly, it was a slip of tongue. Cholera. Huh? Now when I speak to you about the word cholera, what do you understand? What do you understand? When I.P. Cherian speaks the word cholera, what do you understand?
Infectious disease.
Huh?
Disease.
Infectious disease.
Research paper, which was published by cholera. My question was what? And what is your answer? You ask wrong questions, so you get wrong answers. Your thinking is wrong, so you get all wrong answers. You yourself ask a wrong question, and you yourself give a wrong answer to yourself. Basically, we are nothing but the poison of the society. Do you have the courage to say in public, taking a mud in the church, that Jesus was murdered? So crucified? Can you say that word? How did you, what kind of people you were? A person, cowardly person came on this earth. You killed him so brutally. And you glorify his death, he is Son of God. And you glorify his death. What kind of people you are? You don't even have mercy for God. At least you are criticizing so many people. At least criticize the Roman Empire, who killed Jesus Christ, and you brutally murdered a person who literally came to solve human problems. You killed Socrates by giving him hemlock poison. So first thing, before understanding brain stimulation is what? Do not underestimate the power of brain. Can the TV be turned like this? And you can see the TV, it can be turned. And can anyone connect it with a mobile phone? I just show you one video and then I'll ask you one question. 2 questions I'll ask you and you'll answer what is brain stimulation. Power of brain stimulation. Someone asked me, so why do you buy this? When I went to purchase this TV, why did I purchase such a big TV for my room? I said, today I am in this room. I do not know where I am tomorrow. This TV has to work as a screen for how many years? Many more years. So while purchasing this TV, I must have a vision. For what purpose am I purchasing? For teaching or for my enjoyment? नहीं है. अनिश को बुला, अनिश को आता है. I'll show you one beautiful thing, 2 beautiful things, by you will understand the power of brain. One is Prahlad Jani of Gujarat, who's was totally examined by Sterling Hospital. Second, I will show you fire yogi. Then your mindset will change and understand the stimulation of subcutaneous needling. First, you must understand it is subcutaneous needling. You are just needling what? Scalp. And you immediately reduce what? Not only spasticity, you can remove eyes, pathological myopia, retinitis pigmentosa. You can embolize tumors. Okay. We have done it. I am not a man of non-evidence. You say something, I'll accept it. No. So first you see just three videos, right? And after these 3 videos, answer my 3 questions. I know Nirvana you are feeling sleepy, but you'll enjoy. After seeing this video, you'll enjoy brain stimulation and you can understand brain stimulation in 1 minute. All your questions will be answered. You have so many questions, but they have to be answered in such a way that you don't get more questions in your mind. Finish the topic now and finish it. अनिश को फोन करो, जीना को फोन करो, अनिश को बोलो, कर देगा. See, what are the diseases you can recover? Pathological myopia.
What about the lungs, liver and kidneys?
I already told you. You can stop the recurrence of cancer. You can embolize cancerous tumors just by subcutaneous needling and using these pains. First of all, you tell me, how many types of stimulators are there in this world? You are saying so many big things now. What is your basic knowledge about stimulation?
Muscle stimulator.
Huh?
Muscle stimulator.
I am asking brain.
Emotions.
I am asking brain. Motion is a brain stimulator.
RTMS.
RTMS and
Visualization. Direct brain stimulation.
DBS
DBS.
Deep brain stimulation.
and deep brain stimulation. Now, do you know, did you study about how long you take results in DBS? Side effects of DBS? Did you study the EEG before DBS and after DBS? In transcranial magnetic stimulation, RTMS, did you study how much time do you need to stimulate the brain? You overexcite the neurons. Hyperpolarization exists. And what happened? Instead of creating neuroplasticity and neurogenesis, angiogenesis inside the brain, what exists? 0. So if you have a mobile, instead of putting on TV, you please take out a mobile. I request all of you to take out your own mobile.
Yes, sir.
Take out a mobile.
Yes, sir.
Go to YouTube.
Yes, sir.
Let everyone take out.
Yes, sir.
Right? Taken out? Right? Fire yogi. F-I-R-E, fire yogi. Your mobile is not there? Share it.
This one, sir.
Go to the second video and click. Rambao. Now you see this video. First you see the video.
Second video is you voice again carpet firing.
Yes. See the second video.
Same video.
Yeah. See the second video, how a yogi crosses a temperature of 1000 degrees centigrade and not even his clothes are burnt. And now you explain me how it is possible. What is the fire temperature? Please tell me. साहब कितना है फायर टेम्परेचर बताइए.
फायर टेम्परेचर
हाँ, सेवन वीडियो.
Nothing happened to me.
हाँ ये देखिए, ये रहा.
हाँ हाँ ऊपर हाँ
Fire will not can blow.
Now you see,
ये
हाँ, you see how much, you see this video sir,
सेम वीडियो
see. Please share one video with him.
I see, sir. I see. Shown, sir. Shown, sir.
Did you see the full video?
Now,
How much is the heat of the fire? Can you tell me?
100
Is it enough to burn the body?
yes
How much burn injuries should have?
100%.
Wow, how many burn injuries he had?
nothing. Zero. How it is possible, sir?
Now, I'm asking a second question. As a doctor, 350 milligram of IV direct metazolam, 150 milligram of diazepam direct, calcium 40 milligram, robipen, how much? 0.75, 30 ml, complete vial, inject at the same time. That should happen in how much many minutes? That should happen in how many minutes? Orthopedic surgeon sahab.
Yeah,
That should happen in how many minutes?
5 minutes.
Why am I sitting? What happened to my heartbeat?
Nothing.
What was my saturation level?
Normal.
After taking all this, why it did not affect my body? Tell me.
It would have killed an elephant. It would have killed an elephant. And nothing happened to you.
And it is the same 2 ml metazolam which makes me asleep. It is the same 2 ml metazolam which makes me asleep. And it's the same 500 milligram of diazepam. More than 150 milligram. Thak, 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 thak. When they controlled my hands, I said, you cannot touch my hand. Sisters were crying. And even near them, I inserted around 20 ml of robipen. Why nothing happened?
Some energy inside you protected.
It's all about the game of what? The brain. And that is called what? Neuroplasticity. Even if the brain is 70% damaged, if you continuously work properly, when the spinal cord is damaged, if you work properly, the proper stimulus, proper mapping, if the depth of needling is correct, if your direction is correct, if your understanding or diagnosis is correct, you will get immediate results. And you will start getting results. Else, your diagnosis, your treatment, your procedure is a failure. This is what Master Tung said. I was amazed to see such a powerful technique Master Tung developed. You just insert a needle here. Before you ask the patient, pain is gone. Now, okay, let us take one simple example of a trigger point. Anyone has a trigger point? You have, please mark it. Mark is trigger point. Come, 2 physiotherapists I need. 1 patient? No, Ganesh. 2 independent. They are biased. Never keep your people when you do the classes. They should be out because they may be biased. They are my people. We want independent people who gives independent opinion. No needles. हम अभी बोल रहा है इसका trigger point निकालो. And I'll teach you within 1 second you can remove the trigger point without even doing all this nonsense. No injection required. Mark it. And now you take out one more. Oil monk. Oil monk. Take out your mobile. You see.
YouTube,
You see another video. A monk is in the oil. Oil monk.
Oil monk.
Ah.
Oil monk. M-O-N-K. M-O-A-N-K. Oil.
ओल्ड मॉन्क आ रहे हैं
Oil. O-I-L.
यस मॉन्क प्रेइंग इन बॉइलिंग ऑयल
Yes. Now you see the temperature of the oil in which the monk is sitting. Why there was no burn injury?
Sir, oil monk.
Oil matlab O-I-L, oil.
Oil monk.
My voice is clear?
Yes, sir.
Or I'm flicker बोल रहा कुछ आवाज में कुछ क्लियर है ना?
Yes, sir.
स्लर तो नहीं आ रहा बेटा?
Nice.
No old monk नहीं, oil monk. No दारू. You have seen this? Here?
First one.
Yes.
Old monk.
ऑयल मॉन्क
जो दारू पीता वो वही देखता है.
नहीं पीता सर.
मैं ऑयल मोंग बोला ना ओल्ड मोंग बोला.
ऑयल मॉन्क बोला
Sir, by mistake.
You said oil monk, but YouTube is showing old monk.
Yes, sir. YouTube put old
वो
monk.
आप लोग जो देखना चाहते हो वही दिखाता है.
No, sir.
मैं मोबाइल में क्यों नहीं दिखाता ओल्ड मोंग?
सर आपके पास आने से डरते हैं.
This is what me and IP Charan does research. The power of the brain. You got this? Oil monk? You have seen the what is the temperature of the oil? What's the temperature of the oil? बेटा मेरा वो होगा स्टिक. नहीं तो लोग सोचेगा हम अकेला बकबक कर रहा है, पागल हो गया. अरे कैमरा वाला. नहीं तो लोग क्या सोचेगा मालूम है, हम पागल हो गया, अकेला रात को बकबक कर रहा है. वो भी गेरुआ वस्त्र पहन के. अरे I am asking what is the temperature of the oil? 500? So, clear?
Yes, sir.
How much burn injuries should he have?
100%.
Why he did not have it?
Brain power.
Power of the brain.
Practice makes man perfect.
I'm not asking about neuroplasticity. I'm asking only one question. Did he burn?
No.
No. Indian monk below minus 40 degrees. Right. Indian monk below minus 40 degrees. ये तो है सर मैंने मत
सर तुम नीचे नहीं जाएगी
क्यों है वो
ऑयल को लिखा तो नीचे से ऑयल को आएगी
Indian monk.
Below zero.
Yes, Indian monk 8 degree.
below 0
Below
degree.
zero.
Below zero, minus 40. That's the
ITPP
जैसा लिखा हुआ है
दिखाओ
Yes.
वो दिखाई नहीं दे
Indian monk.
Yes, sir.
45 minus 45.
yeah and to confirm this you know I have a very good high connection I informed immediately I spoke to the ITPP additional DGP like IGP comes to me they all respect me like this only immediately the commandant of this battalion was conducted immediately the one who made this video the confirmed and then they said we were afraid who came suddenly in this they were poaching guns and then they said Ram Ram Babaji he laughed and he jumped and he went away and this was videoed by one person and now you see what is the temperature here
minus 40.
how he is alive according to you he should die with hypothermia
1 hour here.
over now let us go to the power of meditation levitation monk over this is finished now go to levitation monk levitation
Levitation.
लेवी ALEVITATION उड़ जाना हवा में उड़ जाना बोलते हैं ना लेविटेशन मॉन्क who can levitate
Levitation monk.
yeah first video you just go fast forward
Yes, sir. Last. Yes, sir.
you see the last part
Yes, sir. ये उड़ता हवा में उड़ता जाता है.
how can a person go against gravity
Yeah, against gravitation. Is like
by just chanting his mantra how did he go against gravity now you people are doctors na there is a famous hospital in Gujarat called Sterling Hospital
huh?
Sterling Hospital
You have to type, sir.
wait a minute right Prahlad Jani
Prahlad.
this is seen
Prahlad.
this video has been seen yeah now go right Prahlad Jani
Prahlad Jnani.
Prahlad
GNA.
GNAN.
J-A-N-I.
Got
J
it.
A
अंजल के बिना जीवित रहने वाला yes this is the person
Watch this.
Yes.
Okay. Living without food and water.
Yes.
For past.
8 years.
Hey, for 75 years.
was
Past 75
yeah
years.
and he was put in Sterling Hospital for 25 days with strong 1 minute with strong CCTV right twice a day ultrasound was done totally 25 cameras total screening was done and then it was medically certified Prahlad Jani does not need food and water to live Sterling Hospital certified. I am not certifying it.
Yeah.
And DRDO chief scientist was sitting there to speak on this issue. Now you tell me what is the power of brain.
Only God can help all these people.
Where is God?
Brain itself.
You are right.
Initiative is game.
You yourself is God.
हम ब्रह्मास्मि. हम ब्रह्मास्मि.
Tatam Brahmasmi. Tatmanam Brahmasmi. यानी जब तुम्हारा तत्व उस मन में लग जा मिल जाता है तब तुम ब्रह्म के समान हो जाता है. तत्मनम ब्रह्मास्मि.
तो तत्मनम ब्रह्मास्मि. अभी हम ऐसे जी सकते हैं खाना गिरने छोड़ के.
और आपको खेचड़ी मुद्रा को सिद्ध करना होगा. खेचड़ी मुद्रा means you have to what? Put your tongue below the palate and continuously practice for 5 years. And then the CSF flow will start entering from your brain to your mouth and you need no food and water. And your breathing will not come inside. You have brought your breathing out inside. Whenever I have a severe pain, or I just wanted to say then the power of Kundalini. I never thought I will be alive, but then I wanted to test it. Whether what happens to my body after taking such a high lethal dose. And what happened? Nothing happened. It's just 4 or 5 days back, I think. Yeah? कितना दिन हुआ होगा? This incident? My death incident? Suicide incident? 2 weeks.
Friday morning, sir, it was 3 a.m.
So, after having this lethal dose, what should be my present condition? Even if I am alive, I should be in the stage of coma. Huh? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Ventilation? Huh? Why?
So you done Kechari Mudra, so you
I did not do khichdi. I'm just saying, just hear one time, see. Don't divert my topics. Now you see, if your tongue does like this continuously, and you make it a practice for 5-6 years, you go below end part like this. You don't need food and water anymore. You are enlightened. Problem with you is what you know. You have made small issues and big issues. Disease is inside the body, you are finding cure outside. You are trying to cure paralysis with outside. I don't know what you are doing. Should I call you Paralika fool? Anda? Bakwas? I don't know what words I should use. Stroke is inside the brain and you are treating the legs. What do you want to do? Area is dead. What do you want to revive? What kind of anatomy and physiology did you study? Only to pass the exam. See, when I am talking to you, not telling you. You two people, my classes are there also today. Don't think that आपके ऊपर मैं चला रहा हूँ प्लीज. ये मेरे पढ़ाने की स्टाइल है. You forgot the basic thing of the brain. How body was, you forgot embryology of the brain. Satish, whom you see, was a compressive myelopathy case with MND. He had no skin, no bones. Even these bones were absent. This was absent. Anatomy professor from Gujarat, Anand Patel, was a professor of anatomy with Chandrakant. And 5 more doctors were sitting and seeing the formation of what? Arteries from his hands, blood circulation, muscle formation. And today you can see is my manager. A person for 8 years who would not lift up his hands like this is driving a car. Pooja, you can talk to her. She is a DMD patient. 28 years back, she was declared DMD, Dyson's muscular dystrophy. She came to me in death's bed. Now you know what is her CPK 56.5, 55.5. Of course, because of COVID, they are not coming. But CPK is how much? Can you reverse Dyson's muscular dystrophy after 28 years? Huh?
No.
Can you bring CPK level to 55.5 continuously for 4 to 5 months? Huh? After 28 years declaration by Niemann's? Now what did you practice? Some carpentry, some medicine. Did you forget the healing power of the body? I just showed you 4 videos. A man can survive at 1000 degrees centigrade and other man is below minus 40 degrees centigrade. One is sitting in the oil and one Prahlad Jani was certified by Sterling Hospital that he did not take food for 22 days and he was totally round the clock. There were 24 CCTV cameras who was coming, who was going, ultrasound, everything was totally strained to prove him wrong. And this system by which the brain is detoxified is called G lymphatic system. It came out by the theory of Boston University, paper named 2012, published by Ned Gard from the brain laboratory of Boston University. That's a Boston University paper, 2012. G lymphatic system. Now if you study in YouTube, what is G lymphatic system? Now tell me, brain is more active at day or night?
Day.
Wrong, sir. Brain is more active at night, less active at day. G lymphatic system. The lymphatic system is a drainage for the body. The drainage for the brain is G lymphatic. This theory gave us the possibility of recovering Parkinson's, understanding neuroproteins, amyloid beta proteins, tau protein. It totally changed the shape of neurosurgery and it brought what? Cleaning of cooling of the brain. After keratotomy, what happens? The brain is not clean and cooled. What will happen? See, what is the heat of the brain? 0.7 gram, 0.7 joules per gram. It's a very high heat. So whenever you see, we have 4 ventricles, right? Lateral, third and fourth. They have cord plexus. Throughout the day, they make how much? 400 ml of CSF. Where it is stored? It is stored in supracellular system. Now you see our yogis, they told you to breathe properly. What did you do? You did not breathe properly. Why? Because when you are in wrong emotions, wrong thoughts, wrong intentions, what do you write? Botox pain. Because you are in the intention to save money and earn money. Without understanding anything, You started what? Taking decisions. And that was the medical decisions. What is right? What is wrong? Did you realize? No. Now let us study CSF. What is CSF? CSF is you see, when at this health, when I am in the last part of my life, I did not give up. I'm still alone, staying alone in my room. No one to help me. No one even helped me to get up from my bed. And I have to get up. For example, if you telephoned me now, I came late today because someone came in my room. He had to pick me up from the bed. I need a back support to get up. Sometimes I can get up of my own, but I need a someone. And still, you can see my willpower. I take this while I cough to transfer my jerk so that it does not hurt my spine. If I cough like this, the whole jerk goes to what? But if I catch his hand, what will happen? So similarly, the lymphatic system is what? It's a cleaning of the mind and cooling of the brain. So if you remove this keratotomy, what will happen? Will cleaning and cooling of the brain will happen? So when you get this patient, what will happen? Patient is lost with what? All types of cognitive, everything is lost. Somehow he lives and his life is spoiled. It's a criminal act. Similarly, he studied, very nicely he studied Epicurian, the anatomy of the brain. He revised the basics of anatomy of the brain and he said it is a midline shift which is created by the CSF pressure. If this CSF pressure is released and if you can go at the atmospheric pressure, see what happens when you sleep by using the Brownian principle, aquaporin for water molecule mixes with what? The neurotransmitter like melatonin and all. And so it is advised you close all the lights before you sleep. Why? Melatonin is formed. Now when you sleep, CSF, which is in supracellular system, goes inside the brain. It cleans the brain, it cools the brain. And so when it cools the brain, you see dreams. And you come out from all your negative thoughts and everything of the past and you are fresh. But if you see my life, for 35 years, I slept only for 2 hours. Still I am not suffering from Parkinson's and all. Why these principles do not apply on my body? Did you ever see a person very badly affected with COVID 5 times and still alive? I am the one. In dengue, my platelet went to 5,000. I said, I am not going to ICU, I am not going to put platelet, I am ready to try. The photo which you see here was bought for my Barbie. I said, who will bring my photo after my death? I will only bring it. Because platelet was at 5,000, so there was a chance of what? Going to shock, right? I was immediately admitted at night 2 o'clock to medical with 4 conditions. I will not be ventilated, I will not go to ICU. If death has to come, I will accept it naturally. My body has to be cremated, center will run. And only on the 12th day, when all the patients are recovered, let them be informed, I am dead and close the center. Patients should not be affected because of me. And it was my strict instruction to cut care. All the patients should recover before my 12th. Then I am going to hospital, or else I will die in this place. And you know, I started chanting Namoka. Namo Harintanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Haryanam, Namo Ujjayanam, Namo Lohe Sarvasaunam, Asopach Namo Karo, Sarva Papanashano, Mangalayacham Subdamsi, Palman, Hoyi Mangalam. Means, first of all, whoever are the religious people in the world, it's a Jain mantra. Haryantanam means all the religious people, Jesus Christ, Allah, everyone, I bow down to them. Then I bow down, Anantanam, Namo Siddhanam, all the Siddhas, Siddhapurus, whoever they are, I bow with myself to them. Namo Jayanam, all the teachers, acharyas, spiritual teachers, now I bow to them. Now whoever my teachers, upadhyayas, means former teachers, I bow to them. Now Namo Lohe Sarva Sahunam, means everyone I bow to them. And by chanting this, Eso Panchnamo Karo, Sarva Papanashano, Mangalayacham Shabdam Se, Parma Moi Mangalam. The moment you put this feeling inside yourself, neurotransmitter is generated. And when you sleep, with the help of the Brownian principle, this neurotransmitter is mixed with aquaporin for water molecule. Again, the Brownian principle is enters the brain and it dissolves the neuroproteins and it cleans your brain. And this is how you what? Do not suffer from Alzheimer's. This is how you are suffer. Protected by Parkinson. But now, if you go to Kriya Yoga, taught by Lahari Masai, Swami Shivananji, Bhagwan Nityanand, in which one of the mudra is Khichuri Mudra, Papa Ram Das from Kerala. You read about Meher Baba. How did I know about this? Why did I understand? Taking soul out from the body and going inside is just not a spiritual state. It is just what? Ego. And I stopped giving importance. If I upload that video here, I become what? I don't know where I will be next. Maybe I will be in a place where people will worship me like a god. I do like this, people will put water. I do like this, people will. And that is why what Kabir Das say, understand this. And then brain stimulation becomes easy. Because you made brain stimulation complex, so you had a lot of questions. Now, you understood the immense power of the brain and thought by seeing these 5 videos. So, can't this brain recover its own paralysis? Can't it cure its own neuroplasticity? Can't it revive its kidney? Only we do not know how to speak to the brain, in which language, which word we have to speak. And brain understands only one language. Now I am having a knee pain here, right? And I say brain, oi brain, recover kar. Will the brain recover? Why? You gave a signal, na? Oi brain, recover kar. Why it did not recover?
You are not speaking in the proper language.
You are right. You are saying me, give me buttocks pain. You do not know about spasticity. If you would have said me about spasticity, you know, we were finding problems with brain and muscle pain, right? We immediately generated what pain, you know what? Spasticity pain. We made modification inside the pain. Since we know the golden principles, how did we start about this pain? Every time I was about to commit suicide, you know. I'm famous for this activity. If I don't get results also, I am famous for this. A patient, I was trying to recover paralysis patient, many paralysis patients, none recovered. Every day you see the same face, every day same results, same words. Tomorrow, I pricked all the best needles. I used the geo-transfer technique of Nanjing University, Shanghai University. Not a single person result I got. I was thinking it is better to commit this going down in Brahmaputra than to fight with practice. I was so frustrated. My driver caught my neck. Somehow my driver understood I am going to commit suicide. I said to him, you go, I am coming. I was about to jump in the Brahmaputra river. He caught my neck and he brought me back. And then there was a younger brother of the Chief Minister of Assam, Tarun Gogoi. You heard the name, Tarun Gogoi, the former Chief Minister. His younger brother is the Dean of IIT Guwahati. And all these people asked me, why you wanted to commit suicide? I said, I am failure. And a person who fails in life has no right to live. I must come again in a different shape, different mindset to understand how can I overcome this situation. In this life I cannot overcome. Then there was a dean at that time, I forgot. IIT Guwahati. He said, what is your problem? My problem is I am not able to encounter stroke. No results in paralysis all over the world. I did not think all over the world. I said I am not getting any results. I am not able to get results. Pain, I relieve with what? Ten and Tung. I am the founder of Ten Tung and many techniques of acupuncture in India. I am the first teacher. When I spoke about this, people used to laugh about me. Because everyone before me was speaking about Silva, Arvind De Silva technique. Jesurya. Antan Jesurya. Only one book was followed in India. I was someone who get all these books of Nicosia and all these books. I was the first one to give 600 books of acupuncture. Now whatever books which are rotating in the market is given by me. They were given in the first batch of what? Mumbai acupuncture, where I told them 22 points. I was amazed to see prick 2 needles here, 1, 2, 3, 4. The cervical reticulopathy pain is gone. Even there is a nerve impingement. I said, what science it is? It's not energy and all nonsense. It's a signal and nervous system. If you go to functional MRI, so write LI4, LI4 and functional MRI. You see the activity in the brain. LI4, acupuncture and functional MRI. And go to Google Images. Now you understood why I said those who don't want to learn brains to me say go to
LI4
functional MRI. Go to Google Images. You understood all these things, na? Now your doubts are clear. Now you see the images. Do you see
Yes.
the activity of the brain? You write LI. You write LI5 tablet.
Sir, automatically.
What you are? Here you see functional MRI images. When you insert needle, which area of the brain is activated?
This color one.
Colored image.
Yes.
It's called functional MRI.
Functional MRI.
Character study. This was a paper published from where? Howard and Langone. Yeah. Similarly, me and now, can you tell me how does the brain cools?
By the G-lymphatic system.
Huh?
G-lymphatic system.
What? This is a terminology. How it cools?
Chandranad pranayama.
Hey, why the cellular CSF travels to the brain and clears the protein.
How it cools the brain? You are saying cleaning of the brain. I am asking how is cool?
Heat is being conducted by.
What is the question I am asking? What answer you are giving? I am asking about your penis. You are telling me about your anus. See, now you understood how easy to stimulate the brain. You just make a joke and dopamine is released and your sleeping is gone. You understood? With just 2 words, I stimulated what substantial nigra and all are laughing. I just put two words, which is meaningless word. But in my tone I spoke. Substantial nigra was what?
Stimulated.
Stimulated. And your sleep has gone because dopamine was released. I am the same teacher in Vedanta also.
Live class is going.
Ah, very good. All knows me in the world I am saying. So no one is going to hear this lecture, you know. Hardly anyone is interested to learn. If they wanted to learn, I have given so many lectures. Who has heard my lectures? I know no one is ready to hear this lecture. I am the only one who will hear my own lecture. I am the one who gives lecture. I am the only one who is the student of my lecture. Because while I teach, I also don't know what I speak sometimes. And from there I learn and I practice. And then I say, thank you, Mr. Sastri. For 15 years I have been, 45 years I have been.
This was the liveliest sentence in your lecture.
Stored subconscious knowledge is coming in conscious form in a sleeping stage.
No, what do I say myself, you know? When I learn brains to say, thank you, Mr. Sastri. I am very grateful to you. You taught me after 45 years. This nonsense theory. What were you doing with 45 years? I gave you food, I gave you water, I gave you everything. Now you are teaching me this technique. The most bastard person in my life I ever met was Mr. M.K. Sastri. 42 साल बाद मुझे ये सिखाया कि मतलब ऐसे करके निडल मारो ठीक हो. How do I understood? See, I went to Malaysia. Suddenly, before going to Malaysia, there was a home servant, right? I never believed all these things, but then these things happened with me. He has drawn one picture of hand like this, right? And he wrote some words in Chinese, and he said, he gave his signature and he went away. I never know Chinese, but when I went and took my classes in Golden Hotel of, one of the 7-star hotel of Malaysia, Golden Horses, where people from 16 countries came to learn from me. I realized what? I gave the Chinese people, what is this? They said, this is our Chinese God. He said, understand this palm. He speaks of the universe. My mobile gone. You see? This is how your backups will be ready.
इसको तो ऐसे करना पड़ेगा.
See, if you are not alert, if you are not conscious about brain stimulation, about everything, what will happen? You will get mash up and then you will give up. I don't want that you give up this. So start from foundation. What is the foundation? The immense power of the brain.
हाँ हो रहा है.
Second, stimulation.
बात हो रहा है.
If you would have put 2-3 minutes back this power bank, this would have been discharged. Where was you? Where was your alertness? You see, when these thoughts of the brain become so strong, you can surpass what? 10 bottles of alcohol. If you write Panchamundi Asana, Krishna Paramahansa built up, Swami Vivekananda. You know how Swami Vivekananda became so great scholar? How his Kundalini Shakti was awakened? He said it could read the books and then you should speak. Did you read Madhavacharya's book? Did you read Kirtan Gosa? What did you read about Assamese culture? Being a non-Assamese boy, I read about Kirtan Gosa, and then I read about the Brij Bhakti. Now I am trying what? To find a stenographer and to write the neuroanatomy of Lord Krishna. What I understood about the Krishna, Radha and Gopika Leelas. We do not understand anything and we give our interpretation. It's just like Mother Chod theory. Now can you tell me what is Mother Chod? Can you explain me? Vijay Police. What is Mother Chod? Tell me. What is this? What is Mother Chod? Tell me. Meaning of Mother Chod नहीं मालूम.
गाली है सर एक
गाली है ना? गाली है तो. अब मेरे को बताओ कौन से शब्द की गाली है ये? कौन से लैंग्वेज की गाली है ये? हिंदी.
हिंदी.
ठीक है. दो बात साबित हो गई. तुम लोग से सबसे गधा, मूर्ख, बुड़बक और इंसान ना जिसको हिंदी का शब्दकोश आता है, ना हिंदी पढ़ी है और ना हिंदी सीखी है, वो तुम लोग हो. You do not answer a simple question that what is Mother Chod. You are saying Hindi. Mother is what?
इंग्लिश.
Then how did it come in Hindi?
वो ब्रिटिश का लेके आएगा ये.
चलो
लेके आएगा.
ठीक है. चलो अब मुझे एक बात बताओ. चौथ बोल के जो वर्ड है उसका मीनिंग कभी खोजा है? गूगल है ना. चौथ का मतलब होता है चाबुक के अंत पे लगने वाला जो लकड़ी होता है. चाबुक होता है ना, घोड़े को मारते हैं, उसके अंत में जो लकड़ी लगता है उसको क्या बोलते हैं? चौथ. आपने पता नहीं कौन से वर्ड का क्या मीनिंग बना रखा है. Then I went to Urdu because Hindi has come from Urdu. Urdu does not have any such meaning. I found the word sex in Urdu. It said what? They never said chod and all. Urdu is a beautiful language. They are very respectful language. They never use these words. Fine. Then I read what? Sanskrit. And then I read what? Sexual का पर्यायवाची क्या होता है? कामुक, कामुकशी. ऐसा वर्ड होता है. चौथ वर्ड तो कहीं है ही नहीं. हमने किस वर्ड को कहाँ जोड़ दिया और कहाँ इसका मीनिंग निकाल दिया साहब? आपने अपनी हिंदी शब्दकोश नहीं सीखा, अब ब्रेन स्टिमुलेशन की बात कर रहे हो. आपको हिंदी का बेसिक्स तक नहीं आता. सर नोट यू सर, मैं आपको देख रहा हूँ. ये मत सोचना कि मैं I'm pointing you, please don't mind sir, please.
There is mobile in that direction, sir.
I'm looking to my mobile, but always looking to mobile is not good. You are next to my mobile, so because I have given lot of TV interviews in Assam, so I have a habit of seeing in camera. So camera is small, so since your face is next to camera, I point, I see through your face, but my eyes are in camera, eye contact with the speakers. You imagine, you don't even know Hindi. What will you learn about brain stimulation? जो शब्द ना उर्दू में एक्सिस्ट करता है, ना उपभ्रंश लोकल लैंग्वेज में एक्सिस्ट करता है. I studied for 10 days. Where does this Jod word exist? Nowhere. Neither in Bengali nor anywhere. It was your own given word.
ट्रेडिशनल से आया है.
कहीं नहीं है ट्रेडिशनल से। एक पागल आदमी ने कुछ बोल दिया, उसके पीछे सबने मान लिया।
अबे इमोशंस बोल दो दिया तो उसको सबने
ठोक दिया। अरे क्या ठोक दिया, ठोक दो। अरे क्या ठोक दिया, अरे दीवार को ठोक दो या उसको ठोक दो। तुम एक बात समझो, तुम्हें हिंदी शब्द को उसका मीनिंग नहीं मालूम। हाँ, and now you are saying about brain stimulation.
कहाँ से कहाँ पहुँच गए सर टॉपिक से?
I'm not diverted from my topic. I'm just saying you do not learn what?